Good morning, everyone. As you may be aware, I am on my way up to Beechworth. There's a group of us, 11 of us, heading up there today. So this is a pre-recorded class for you. So I'm going to start with good morning, Amanda and Andrea. Good morning, Marie. Good morning to Maureen and Sue, Deb, Jenny, Melva, Jill, Joan and Sheridan. Hope you enjoy your class. Let me know if there's any problems with anything, and I will speak to you all very soon. Go ahead and enjoy. Okay, so let's stand up nice and tall, ready to go. Lengthening the body, making sure we're not completely stretching out all of those joints. We want to just feel the muscles lengthening. So the legs lengthening, the arms lengthening, the spine lengthening. Don't forget about your neck. So when I say lengthen the neck, remember that's the back of the neck, not the front. I don't want you lifting your chin to the ceiling. Okay, standing up nice and tall. Let's just gently loosen up a little, rolling the shoulders, getting a feel for how our body is feeling and moving today. Take a deep breath in, bring the arms up, nice and long. Deep breath out, take them back down. And then we're going to go out to the side, breathing in, nice long arms. And deep breath out, take it down. Let's just do that once more, breathing in, lifting up. And deep breath out. And the other way, breathing in up the side. And deep breath out. Good, let's bring the arms up above the head now. Relax the shoulders, lift the right shoulder and lower and left and lower. And again, up and down and up and down. Both together now, up and down. Last one, up. And take the shoulders down and the arms out to the side. Keep them long but not locked up. Shoulders down, little twist to the right, working through the waistline. Deep breath out, round to the left. Keeping the legs nice and still. Be aware of how you are moving. Feel what's going on. The legs should be nice and still. Hips, feet, nice and still. Let's do that once more to each side. And last one. And back to the front. And arms down. Let's take the feet a little wider. Bring the arms up again and make a pistol grip. We're going to push the hip over to the right and lean away. Now don't go too far. Just feel a little stretch through that hip area. Pull the hip back in. Then push the other hip over and lean away. Good, pull the hip back in. Again, hip to the right and then lean and pull it in. So you've got to keep that belly button drawing back so that you can keep that control through the center and use your tummy to help pull the hip back in. Good, let's take the feet out wider. And arms out. Let's come over, big stretch to start with, looking towards the ceiling if you can, and the other side. Good, and back up, and arms out. Now I want you to keep your arms in this position as you tilt over and up, belly button drawing back again, using the sides of the abs to pull you back up. Take your arms across the body, hinge forward at the hips, and pulling up again, tummy gently drawing back so that the back doesn't work all by itself, and lift. Let's do the sideways tilt again, over, draw back and lift, and over, and lift, and across the body, and up, belly button gently drawing back down. Good, and back up. Arms down and bring your feet back in. Good, shake it out. Let's lengthen the legs with some risers, strengthening the ankles too. Up and up and up. Let's add the arms into it, shall we? Slowly up and down and up and down. And up, and down, And last one, up. And down. Good. Drop the chin to the chest. Deep breath out. Roll down as far as you can go. Don't force it at this point here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slowly unroll until you are standing tall again. And once more, chin to the chest. Deep breath out. Rolling down. Lengthening the spine. Lengthening the neck. And back up. And standing nice and tall, lifting out of the hips. Good. Okay, let's give it all a shake. Let's grab our elastic. Okay, staying with the legs for now, let's step inside the center of the elastic. Okay, make sure your feet are about hip distance apart still. Lifting right up out of your hips. I want you to put some tension into that elastic, obviously just as much as you can handle. All right, so keep the arms in, keep the wrists strong. Don't let those elastics, let me have a look, show you my wrists. Don't let the elastic pull on your wrist, keep your wrist strong. Okay, lifting right up nice and tall. Let's gently push that right leg out, keeping it long, feeling it working in through the hip area there. Strengthening. Last one. Take it down and transfer the weight out. Keep it small. 4 and 5. Let's do that again. And 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Transfer. Pull up tall. 2, 3, 4, last 1 and 5. Bring the arms in front of you. If you need to loosen off some of that elastic tension, lower the arms a little bit. Bend the knees otherwise to release. Knees are over the toes, not touching, okay? And stand up tall. And again, down and pull up. When you bend your knees, try not to lean forward too far, okay? Just a small bend will do. Belly button gently drawing back and feeling that lifting right up through the center. 5, 4, shoulders down. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Gently release that tension out of your elastic, keeping the arms long, elbows slightly bent, pulling out. Feel that tension. Make sure the wrists are strong. Don't lift at the shoulders. 2 more. Last one. Good, and take it down. All right, loosen yourself up. Carefully step out of your elastic now. And we're going to hold it around about shoulder distance apart, remembering that if you need to, you can take your hands out wider on the elastic. All right. Bring the arms forward. Long arms, shoulders down, keep the chest open, don't roll. Feet are underneath, just a little bit wider than the hips now, but not quite to shoulder distance. We're going to put a small bend in the knees, okay? Just a small one, there'll be a small hinge to go with it. And stand tall, and again, down, and up, and down, and up. Control the legs so that the knees are going over the toes. Good, and let's hold. Take the arms up to your ears, keeping it long. Now we're lengthening from the arms all the way through the neck and down the spine to the tailbone. Lower the arms and take it back up. Keep those knees bent, and down, and up, and down, and up. And last one, down, hand up, and back to the center. And stand tall. Good, let's go again. Down for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and hold. Lift the arms, tuck the chin slightly. You can feel as you come up, the opening of the chest, the stretching through the front of the shoulders. 3, 4, and last one, 5. Good, and stand tall. All right, shake it out. Let's pop that elastic down now. Let's grab our elastic. Let's grab our weights. Okay, so We're going to turn the feet out and make a nice wide stance here. So we want the knees over the toes, not past them, okay? Keep the outside of the foot on the floor, so lift your ankles. Don't let those feet roll inwards, okay? Let's bring the hands in. Let's take the elbows out. And as we bend the knees, we're gonna push up. And again. Good, try and keep your back upright. Keep pulling those knees back. Feel the legs lengthen as you come back to the top. Squeezing gently through the glutes, through your butt. 2 more. And last one, we will come straight back up. Bring the arms in and gently down. Good, let's bring those feet in. Okay, let's have a little bit of fun with our squats. So what we're gonna do, I've stepped off the mat for balance. You're gonna bend your knees just a little. I want you to keep your back upright. Make sure your bum's not sticking out behind you, so lift that pelvic floor. Transfer the weight onto your right leg. So my left foot has my toes on the floor. If you want to make it a little harder, you can lift your foot just off the floor, okay? Let's do some bicep curls. Curling in, 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, and 5. Good, take the foot down, transfer the weight, keep the knees bent. Make sure that pelvic floor is still lifted. And curl, 2, 3, belly button gently drawing back. Remember, you can breathe. Let's do that again. First side. And lift the foot as you lift the pelvic floor and curl for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and transfer and lift, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it back down and stand up tall. Good, okay. We are going to put a small bend in those knees again. You're going to keep your arms strong and long, so you can see there is a little bend in my elbows. My shoulders are down, my chest is open. I'm going to slowly slide down through the sides, squeezing the waistline here and coming back up to the top. So if I draw the belly button back the whole time, I'm going to feel that working through the sides of the abs. So as I come down, that squeeze there, but both sides have to work to pull you back up again. So try to avoid using your shoulders. Let's go to the right. And up, and left, and up, shoulders down, and up, and down, and up, and again down, and up. We want to make sure that back is upright, so don't look down at the floor. Don't let the shoulders roll forward at all. And up, still lifting that pelvic floor. And up, let's do that once more on each side. From the waistline and down and up. Good job. Okay, let's pop the weights down. I'm going to put them at the end of the mat so that I can use them when I'm down on the floor as well. Give your arms a good shake, give your legs a good shake. Grab a drink if you need a drink before we move on any further. And when you've had a drink, come and stand at the end of your mat. Okay, so standing at the end of the mat when you're ready. Just a little bit more lengthening. We're going to work through hinging, which a lot of people have a little bit of difficulty with. Maybe you don't realise it. So we need to think about this whole central area of our body being strong and controlled, and basically it's not going to move. So as we stand and we lift that pelvic floor, The tailbone tucks under gently. It means we're not arching through that lower back too much, okay? And everyone's a little bit different with their shape through there, but we just need to think about the hips being square, straight up and down. Or if you pop your hands in front, make a little triangle at the front there. Your fingertips should be pointed straight down to the floor. That's called neutral pelvis. So that's what we want. Take a deep breath in, bring the arms up. Put a small bend in the knees, really small. Breathe out, so keeping that central area strong and in the same position, slowly start to come forward. Now, if the arms get heavy and start to drop, you're going to find the upper back will start to roundin. So keep those arms by your ears as long as you can, and then we relax and hang upside down. Now we want to just let those arms hang. The chin is right on the chest, so we've got a good stretch going on through the upper back here. All right, let's roll it up to the top and do that again. So small bend in those knees, they're soft knees. Deep breath in. Strong in the center, keeping the pelvic floor lift as you come forward, lifted. And collapse and hang upside down. Just let everything be heavy and roll up. Good, and once more, arms up. Shoulders down, chest is open, and we hinge. Good, and relax down. Now your knees are bent. If you need to, bend them a little bit more so that you can reach the floor with your hands, because we're now going to walk out into our plank. So off you go, take it out, lengthening out that spine again. Think about your upper body posture, then lower the hips into position. If you need to come down onto your knees, do so. If you need to come down onto your elbows, do so. Okay, try not to collapse into position. Keeping the upper body strong, chest open. As you take the hips down, make sure you lift that pelvic floor. So tailbone under a little, okay, and the belly button back. Right now, as you sit in your plank, you should be able to feel your tummy muscles working, getting warmer and warmer. And you should be able to feel those tummy muscles working. Starts right down low in the lower ab area. And gradually, as you hold your plank longer and longer, you start to feel it up underneath the rib cage as well. Keep that belly button back, because if you let go of that, you're not going to feel the tummy working so much. Your back is going to start to get tired really quick. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. We're closing in on a minute now. We are aiming for two minutes, but of course, if you can't hold it that long, don't. Okay, you can always come down and come back up. We can feel the upper body working. I have so many people ask me, why do I feel my shoulders working? Well, have a look at the position you're in. You have a lot of weight coming down over your shoulders and over the hip and knee area if your knees are on the floor. Okay, so you do have to keep the upper body strong as well as the lower back area. Now we've well and truly past a minute now. We're closing in on 1.5. Keep breathing if you're still there. If you want to come back up, go for it. Tummies should be super warm now. Super warm, especially if you haven't come down. Even if you go back up, you should feel the tummy muscles switch on a lot quicker because you've worked them hard, okay? If you have any issues with anything that I'm saying during this class, then please speak to me about it, okay, and we can try and go through it. All right, that's 2 minutes, well done. Let's stretch it out, nice long arms, sit back as far as you can. Good, giving those shoulders a good stretch. Let's come down onto our tummy now. Taking your arms up above your head. All right, make sure your arms are relaxed, so a little bend in those elbows. Arms should be about the width of your mat here, okay? Drop the chin to the chest, rest your forehead down onto the mat. Taking the opposite arm and leg, we're going to just lengthen them till they come away from the floor, and then from here we're going to pulse upwards 5 times. Controlled movement, keeping the hips on the floor. Gently take it down. Deep breath out as you come up again. On the other side, pulsing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently down. And again, pulsing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down, changing sides. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And changing. This is the last set here. 3, 4, 5. Good. Slip the hands underneath the forehead. Deep breath out. Lift the chest away from the floor. If it hurts your neck or shoulders, leave your arms on the floor. If you want to go a little harder, you can take the arms out to the side, bring them back in, and lower down. Deep breath out, lifting the chest with or without the arms. And if you want more challenge, arms out, in, and lower down. You've got 3 more of these, trying to keep the legs relaxed as you move. 2 more. Don't be tempted to look forward. We want the back of the neck nice and long the whole time. Open if you are. And down. Good. Let's just keep the forehead resting on the hands. Tailbone under and lengthen both legs. And lower. And again, deep breath out. Breathe in and lower. If you find this is hurting your lower back at all, then just do one leg at a time. You've got 2 more. And 1. And last one. 2. Good. Slip the hands underneath the shoulders. Push yourself up. Come past a plank position so you lift your butt a little bit. Okay. Bring the knees in just a little bit. Take the hands a little wider, so about the width of your mat. Okay, remember what I said earlier about keeping this central section nice and strong and supported? So the belly button is gently drawing back towards the spine so that we're not sunk down here, okay? And we're gonna gently take ourselves down towards the floor, keeping that lower back area in the same position, so strong and straight, and lift. So deep breath out, belly button back, pelvic floor lifted and lower and up and lower. So we're lengthening the arms as we come up, but we're not going to completely straighten them, okay? Don't completely lock up those arms. And we're going to do that once more. A little easier than a normal plank, isn't it? And push up. You can still feel that working through the upper body. Okay, let's bring those knees in a little bit. Bring the hands back in underneath the wrists. We still have that same strong position here. Take the opposite arm and leg, slide them along the floor. Small lift if you can balance. Take them down and slide it in. I'll just move forward a little. Take the other arm and leg out. Small lift and down and in and out and lift and down and in. Nice long deep breath out and breathe in as you bring it back in. Deep breath out and in and again deep breath out and in. Let's do one more on each side, then we can give those wrists a good shake. Don't rush it, nice and slow. Lengthen that leg out behind you, but don't overstretch, remember. And bring it in. Good, sitting back, give those wrists a little shake or loosen them up a little bit. Shoulders as well if they're feeling a little bit tight. Good work. Okay. Let's turn around and have a seat at the end of the mat. Let's grab those weights that we left down here for us to use. Pull my pants up first. There we go. Okay, So grab your weights, make sure your feet and knees are about hip distance apart. Sit up nice and tall. Remember, we don't want to use the shoulders too much. They're holding the weight, okay? But we don't want to be straining into the neck and shoulders at all. So try not to grip them too tightly. I sort of just hold them with the forefinger and thumb, and then the other fingers just sort of sit there gently, okay? So there's no grip, no tight grip. Okay, sitting up nice and tall. Ready? Little pelvic tilt. Lengthen the spine. A little pelvic tilt. And lengthen the spine. And again. And lengthen. And last one. Now remember, if your back starts to get sore, make sure that you stop and have a rest, because we're going to go deeper now. Tuck, push through the center, not through the upper body, and sit up tall. Again, shoulders relaxed. Shoulders down and lift. Lengthening the spine, so we lengthen those muscles here and then we lengthen this way as well. Last one. And lengthen. Good. Let's pop one weight down, and I'm going to get you to turn this weight sideways, okay? So we're gripping it evenly with our hands. I'm going to take it away from the body and we're going to work a little bit harder with the arms now. So we're going to tuck and lean back and hold. Now the further you take that weight from the body, the heavier it's going to feel in your shoulders. So shoulders down, chest is open, lift the weight towards the ceiling and down. Try not to move the chest, and if the back starts to get sore, then you stop. If you can do 2 more, go for it. You may only be able to do 2 or 3 and then sit up, okay? So if the back is getting sore, stop, have a rest. Doesn't matter if you miss a couple of things. Sit up tall, deep breath out. And up to the ceiling and forward. Up to the ceiling, stop if you need to. 3, 2 more if you can. We don't want it hurting the back. Last one. And sit up tall. Good, let's give it a shake. See, just 2 of those can be enough. Loosen right into those hips as well when you do that, okay? With or without weights, this is completely up to you. Sit up as tall as you can. Now, of course, the further the weights get from the body, the heavier they're going to feel through your shoulders. Think about your body, okay? If your shoulders can't do it, don't use the weights. All right, let's reach towards the feet. Sit up nice and tall. Reach towards the feet. And again, this is tough on the lower back, so if you need to rest it, do so. It might not feel like a lot when you've only done 1 or 2, okay? But because of the type of exercise, it is, or it can be. Last one. Good, let's take those legs out to about the corner of the mat. Bring the arms in. We're going to push the right arm forward. The other arm I've just brought in and lifted my elbow behind me, and then sit up tall. Then we go the other way. Elbow back, other arm forward, and lift. Now try and turn your whole body, so look out to the side. Look out to the side. Breathe. Stop if you need to. Belly button is back. Let's do 1 more on each side. And last one. Good. Pop the weights down. Bring the legs in. Shake it out again. Good. Okay. Bend your knees. Let's roll on down to the floor. Take a deep breath in through the nose, and as you breathe out, allow your belly button to just sink down towards the floor. Knees are bent, arms are nice and long down by your side. So is the back of the neck, that's nice and long as well along the floor. Breathe in again, and as you breathe out this time, pelvic tilt, lift those hips nice and high. Breathe in, take the arms up above the head, then all the way back down to the floor. Breathe out and roll it down. Let's do that again. Deep breath out, roll it up. Breathe in, arms up and down, and breathe out, roll back down. And again, up. Breathing in, and deep breath out, roll it down. Good work. Okay, let's take our legs into tabletop, one leg at a time. If you need extra support, roll up your mat, tuck it underneath your bum. You can always do this with one leg on the floor if you like, but I think you can all cope with this one. All right, we're just gonna work the right leg. We're gonna lengthen out through the right heel and bring it back to tabletop. So let's do the right leg again. Deep breath out and in. Deep breath out and in. Deep breath out and in. Once more. Don't let that back lift away from the floor. Let's change legs. Left leg out and in. Remember, if it is hurting your back, you can take that leg higher when you extend it. Deep breath out and in and out. You should be able to feel the leg muscles working as well. Good. Let's go back to the right leg. Extend out 1 and 2. Do it with me. Don't race ahead. 3, 4 and 5. Good. Changing legs now. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Now you can relax the legs, pull them into your chest. Use your hands, gently pull them towards you. Good. Take your hands back down to the floor. Let's put the left foot on the floor, knee bent, right foot up to the ceiling, nice and straight. Okay. We're going to lower that leg down towards the floor nice and slowly, and we're going to bring it back up nice and slowly. The whole time we're going to keep that pelvis stable, so feel what's going on. Let's do that again. And back up. Good. Now I want you to flex your foot and turn it out. So the toes are pointed out to the side, and we're going to take the leg outwards and then bring it back up. Now the whole time the other leg is not moving, the hips are anchored down. So we go 2 and bring it back in. Turn the foot parallel. Let's lower the leg down. Long leg and back up. And down. And up. And flex a foot, turn it out to the side. And in. If you go too far, the hips will start to rock on the floor. We need to keep that stable, okay? And bring it in. Good. Bend that knee, take the foot to the floor. Let's change legs up to the ceiling. Leg as long as you can and slowly lowering it down to the floor. And slowly lifting it back up to the ceiling. Lowering slowly. As you breathe out, feel that belly button sinking into the floor again. Okay, flex the foot and turn it out. Take the leg out to the side and slowly bring it back. And out to the side. Don't let the hips lift. You may notice that one side can go a little further than the other. Relax, parallel foot, take it down to the floor. And back up. And down to the floor. And back up. Keep that leg really long. Flex the foot, turn it out to the side, hips anchored. And in. And out. And in. And take the feet down. Bring your feet as close to your bottom as you can, but without cramping through those feet, okay? Arms are back down by your side. Belly button is sinking down. We're going to take the knees out. So we're opening up the hips. Then we're going to slide those feet along the floor. Now, if you have your pelvis tilted okay? And you are not lifting your pelvic floor. You're gonna find your feet are heavy on the floor and you might do this little bounce as you straighten, okay? And the same if you are not connected and trying to pull that back into the floor. Can you see the difference? That's where we want to be. Otherwise, we're going to end up taking one leg up and then the other. And I want you to squeeze those legs together and bring them back up to where they started at the same time. So avoid any of this movement, okay? Same with the rocking from side to side. Let's keep those legs moving in unison, okay? And stay, well, slow it down so that you can stay in control in the center. Belly button sinks, knees drop out to the side. You're connected. Your back is trying its best to pull onto the floor. Slowly sliding those feet away from you. Now squeeze those legs together and bring them back up. All of that tension and work is coming from the center, the pelvis, the hips, the upper leg area. So really the feet should stay relaxed the whole time. I know that's really hard to do, so just be careful with the cramping. And take it out. Working from the center. Here's the focus in the middle there, pulling that back down. Now squeezing those legs together from the top, back up. And again, open out and slide along the floor. So we are on the floor with those feet and back up. But the lighter your feet can be on the floor, the better, the easier you'll make the movement. Bring it in and out and away. Squeeze together and bring it in. Let's do that once more. Open, lengthen the legs, squeeze them together and bring it back up. Good job. All right. From here, I'm going to get you to take your feet to the floor. Let the knees drop out to the side a little. They don't have to go too far. Arms are by your side. Pelvic tilt. Squeeze your bum, lift those hips so you're opening into a bridge, but with your knees pointed out to the side. That's a little bit different from what we've done in the past. Let's roll the spine back down, okay? So you can play with where your feet need to be for you so that you can get your hips to lift, all right? You may need to take the feet a little further away. All right, so pelvic tilt, lifting the hips, squeezing that bum so I can feel that all around that hip area. The inner thigh, the butt, roll it back down. And again, deep breath out, roll it up, squeezing, trying to keep yourself as balanced as you can. It's hard to not want to rock from side to side. Again, that's all in what's going on with your lower back and your butt. Because you're squeezing through there, if one side works harder than the other, that's going to cause a little bit of that rocking, okay? So slowly up, hold, and slowly down. Let's do that once more and roll it up and roll it down. Good, bring those knees back in. Stretch out the legs, give them a good shake. It's time for us to have a good stretch. So bring your knees in, let's start here. We're releasing through those hips. Lengthen out the right leg. Now, if you want to curl up, you can. If you can bring the chin into the chest, you can. Otherwise, just leave your head on the floor. Let's change legs. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Bring both knees in. Pull the knees towards the shoulders. Yes, we're opening up those hips again. And release. Lengthen out the right leg. Let's do it again and change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Both knees in and rock and roll. Up we come. Shoulders down. Breathe. Slow that heart rate down. Relax the shoulders. Release the arms. Can they go all the way out? Shoulders are still down. And lower the feet. Good, okay, stretch those legs out. Reach the arms forward, reach for your toes or past them. Drop the head down between the arms. Relax your arms. Take another breath in. Deep breath out. See if you can lower a little. And back up. Take the legs out as wide as you can. Push forward gently. Inner thighs stretch all the way down to the inner thigh. Deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out through the mouth. As we breathe out, I want you to try and feel the back lengthening. Okay, so those back muscles relax just that little bit more, right up into the neck, so that you can drop your chin right down and look at your belly button. And sitting up. Bring the legs in, shake it out. Grab your right leg, take it across the body, pull it back as far as you can, sit up tall, hug it in and turn. And slowly back around. And changing legs. Sit up tall and deep breath out. And slowly back around, shake it out again. Okay, coming up onto our knees, standing if you can't be on your knees. Take your right foot forward. Try and square yourself up, so walk your foot forward if your toes are under your knee. Lift up out of that back hip and then just tuck that bum under. Keep pulling up nice and tall, and you should be feeling that stretch in the front of the leg, opening through the hip. And release, carefully change legs. And again, lift up and tuck, hold it strong. And release. Good, okay, let's come into our crouch position now, so we can be down as low as we can go. Drop your chin to your chest, push your bum to the ceiling. Lengthening a little through the back of the legs, again lengthening down the spine. Let the arms just hang, belly button back, and slowly unroll all the way to the top. Standing tall, deep breath in. Bring the hands into a pistol grip, relax your shoulders. Open the chest and release. Squeeze and stretch, lifting up and over the other way. So you want to feel like you're being lifted from here through the waistline, yeah? So when I say lifted up, that's where the movement comes from. Let's take the feet slightly wider. Let's push the hip to the right like we did earlier. You may find it a little easier now. Those muscles are a little bit more warmed up and limber. Let's pull that hip in and go the other way. And pull the hip in, take the legs out even wider. Coming over, lengthen through that top arm. Get that stretch right through the rib cage area and underneath the shoulder there. And then the other side, looking towards the ceiling, not towards the floor. And back up. Bring the feet back in. Good. Bring the arms forward, gently open back and release. And again, back and release. And we'll do that once more, open and release. And take your arms down, chin to the chest, chin to the ceiling, and forward. Look to the right and left. And forward, drop the ear down now, up and over, and to the top. Now remember, this last little bit is really gentle, okay? So don't overstretch everything. Take a breath in and breathe out. So really use your breath to help you. Breathe in, shoulders up. Breathe out, shoulders down. Breathe in gently, take the elbows back. And deep breath out to release. So it should take you into your posture position for your day, for your week. Once more, breathe in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in gentle and deep breath out. Good, and well done everyone. You are finished your class for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got on all right out there. How are you feeling? Let me know if there's any questions about anything that we've done, even if it's something to do with the way that I've described an exercise or a movement. If it doesn't quite make sense to you or how you should be feeling it, please speak to me and we can go through it together either over the phone, or I can send you some photos or a little, little miniature video clip, or if I see you face to face ever, we can go through it then as well, okay? So anyway, let me know how you're going and go and enjoy your day. So I hope you enjoyed your class, everyone. Have a great weekend. If the sun is out, go out and enjoy it. If it's not, stay warm. I will speak to you all very, very soon. You know where to find me if there's any issues with anything. Take care and have a great weekend. See ya.